Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unlock Law Online English. I am your advocate Kritika, today here with a video on Notary Advocate. All of us would have been visited a notary advocate either to get an affidavit notarized or rent agreement or any KYC documents or for any other purpose. So we do know that we go to them to get a document notarized. That is the attested document telling that, yes, this is true and this is correct. So now let us understand what a person has to do to be a notary advocate. Can anyone be a notary advocate? No, they can't. They have to satisfy certain eligibility criteria and they have to go through a process. So now in this video, let us understand what is that eligibility criteria and what is that process. So to be a notary advocate, the person has to satisfy the criteria or the qualifications that are mentioned under Rule 3 of the Notaries Rules 1956. The first one is he should have been practicing for minimum of 10 years. That means that that person should be an law graduate, should have enrolled in the State Bar Council, and should have the certificate of practice. Now, that has a relaxation if that advocate belongs to any scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or any other backward classes. Then he should be practicing for a minimum duration of 7 years. Now, in case of women, she should have been practicing for minimum of 7 years as a legal practitioner. The beauty of this particular rule is it has not just stopped this relaxation for the gender stereotypes, but it has also included a person with benchmark disability as defined in clause R of section 2 of Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 who has been practicing for 7 years. So in that cases, if a person falls under that particular section, then he has to be practicing for minimum of 7 years to be qualified as a notary advocate. Then if a person is a member of Indian legal service under central government, or if a person who is working for a period of 10 years as member of judicial service, held an office under central government or state government requiring special knowledge of law after enrollment as an advocate, held an office in the Department of Judge Advocate General or in the legal department of the armed forces. So in that situations, they can apply for the post of the notary advocate. So these are the 6 criteria under which a person has to fit himself to apply to be a notary advocate. So what is the procedure for that? The first thing they have to do is once they find that they are fitting under the eligibility criteria that is mentioned, they have to apply for the post. That is, they have to apply in the online portal, followed by which they will do the interview. That is, the interview will be state-wise. Okay, so now if I am in Karnataka, then my interview will be by the Karnataka board, and if it is from Haryana, then that will be from Haryana, and the respective state government will conduct the interview process. So once the person is shortlisted in the interview process, it will be followed by the document verification. So if after the document verification is done, that person will be considered as the notary advocate. So this is the procedure of becoming a notary advocate. So now let us understand how to apply for the post of notary advocate. So the first thing that you have to do is the entire process is online. So there is no offline process like that of earlier wherein you had to get signature from 5 people. So that cumbersome process doesn't exist anymore. Now it is only the online mode. So you have to visit the website notary.legalfs.gov.in. So when you visit this website, you will this screen will pop up in your laptop. So now here what you have to choose is you have to choose new user registration if you are registering in this portal for the first time. Like if you have registered here earlier, then that's not a concern. You can directly click on applicant login. But if you are the first time user, then you have to click on new user registration. So your registration form looks like this. So you have form 1 and forum 2. So now let me tell you, forum 1 is for the common citizen, wherein forum 2 is for retired government officials. Okay, so in the eligibility criteria, we studied that the last two were for the government officers, so they can use the form 2 and the others have to use the form 1. So you have to fill your enter name, mobile number, email address, or your username, and then re-enter the same password. And you have to select your category, like are you a general person, or you a woman, or under disability whatsoever, followed by state and enrollment date, enrollment state, enrollment number, enrollment year. This is very important step, because if and this document, this details will be auto populated in our further stages, so you should not be making any mistake here. It has to be very, very, very accurate. Okay, so once you enter all of these things, you have to enter the captcha here that is shown, and you have to select this I agree to the terms and conditions. You have to tick this, and then you have to select the submit button. So you have to do that. Here in this you can find all the details, like how you have to do that, whatever I have said. After clicking on submit, then you will have to go back to the portal and select on applicant login. Okay, so here you have to log in using the username and password. You have to enter your captcha, and then you are logging in. And if you have forgotten your password, or you were earlier using the other portal, then you have to click on forget password, and then you have to reset your password. After and while resetting the password, you will have to give your application number, enter name, mobile number, email address, and password. And with this captcha, you can reset your password, and you can have your new account activated. So once you enter into the portal, this is how it looks like. So now here you have to click on apply for services, and here notary application form. And your application form looks something like this. Okay, so you have to uh, upload your photograph first. So while uploading your photograph, ensure that it is very professional. So when I say professional, ensure that it is in the blazers, like in the advocate's attire, very in very simple words. And also ensure that you are selecting the form 1, and if you are a retired government official, then form 2, and then salutation, gender, name, and other details. And as I said, category, mobile number, applicant email, ID will be auto populated from your login credentials. And then you have to put your address detail and office. So you have to give both the detail, and also you have option that if it is like the same address, then you can tick this one, and that will be auto populated. And then followed by qualification. So you have to tick your qualification, LLB, BA, BCom, BSc, LLM, and other qualifications. Again, this enrollment number will be auto populated from the login credentials. Like when you created the account, the data that you have given, it will be auto populated. Period of experience also will be auto calculated. You need not calculate it manually. And then you have to answer the question practicing in civil side, criminal side, taxation, revenue code. So you have to select one. And whether you are an income tax assessee, that do you pay income tax, practice area state, practice area district, practice area, sub-district. So you have to give all these details. And from this place, from this court, you will have to give a certificate of practice as well. So ensure that you have that documentation in your side that you can produce before the panel during the document verification. After this, we have this memorial. So this memorial is a kind of undertaking. Okay, so that person, that the applicant or the memorialist, that is me, because I'm the applicant here, that I am satisfying these criteria. So let us read one by one. The first one is you have to put your name here in block letters. Is a person eligible for appointment as notary under the Notaries Act 1952 and clause A of rule 3 of the Notaries Rule 1956. So that is the section that I read, that is the rule that I read, which speaks about the eligibility. So you have to click yes here. The memorialistic reside here state the name of the local area or name of the court where he intends to practice. That is, you reside in that state and will reside for upward. How long are you going to reside here? The name of the number of notaries in the local area is insufficient for the requirement thereof. The grounds of the statement should be added, like why you want to be a notary in that particular area. That no previous application of the memorialistic has been rejected or withdrawn by him within preceding 6 months. So this is very important to note here, that you have not been rejected or you have not withdrawn your application in the 6 months. So if the applicant's application is rejected, then he can reapply only after 6 months. So you have to give that undertaking here. The memorialistic therefore prays that the government to be pleased to appoint and admit him as a notary under by virtue of the Notaries Act 1952 and clause A of the rule 3 of the Notaries Rules 1956 to practice in here the state of the local area. So you are requesting that you have to be permitted to practice as a notary under so and so. And then you have to upload your signature file. Okay, so it has to ensure that it is in a white color background and it is signed in black ink. Okay, so that there is no chances of any rejection. And also it has to be in the JPEG format and ensure that it is not more than 2 KB. And you have to enter the current date and click on submit. So your application is sent to the concerned department. After this, there is no requirement of sending any hard copies or any other procedure. Once the department receives it, they'll scrutinize it, and if they feel that there is requirement of some information or there is some typo error, they will circle back via notifications telling that there is discrepancy in so many applications, provide that, provide this. And also after this, you will get a notification that you are shortlisted for the interview process. So this interview process will be done wherein there will be a panel, they'll be asking questions, and it's a huge process on its own. And once you clear that interview round, then there will be document verification wherein you will be asked to produce the documents like your graduation marks cards, your enrollment certificate, your certificate of practice, and all other documents that you have attested here along with your KYC and other details. So this is all about the process of becoming a notary advocate in India. I hope this video has covered almost all the stages in this. And if you have any questions, please do let me know in the comment section, or you can even connect with me via WhatsApp in the number that is appearing before the screen. And yeah, before going, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.